My dear children, come near and listen to my voice. In the stillness of this moment, picture yourself within the quiet of a chapel at dawn. Candles flicker gently upon the altar, their flames dancing like whispers of prayer. A church bell rings faintly in the distance, its sound echoing across the empty streets, carrying a message of peace into your heart. Rays of soft light stream through stained glass, painting the walls with colors that remind you of my promises. You feel the calm of my presence, steady and unshaken, even as the world outside stirs restlessly. I invite you now to rest in me. Lay down the weight of your anxious waiting. Breathe in the holy silence. Here, in this sacred space of time, I will speak directly to you, for I have not forgotten you, and I will never leave you alone. My dear children, I know the ache of your heart when prayers seem unanswered and when waiting stretches on longer than you had hoped. I see the nights when you lie awake wondering if I have turned my face away. But hear me now. I am with you in the waiting. I am near in the silence. And though you cannot yet see the fullness of my plan, my timing is never late. This message is given so that you may find peace in the pause, hope in the delay, and faith in the unfolding of my perfect will. I want you to stay close to me, to dwell in the safety of my presence, and to hear the gentle rhythm of my promises as they steady your soul. My dear children, I want you to picture a watchman standing on the wall of a great city. The night is long, and shadows stretch across the land. The watchman waits and watches, scanning the horizon for the first sign of dawn. Though the hours seem endless and the silence heavy, the watchman knows the sun will rise. The darkness cannot hold forever. In the same way, I call you to stand in faith, trusting that the dawn of my answer will break forth at its appointed time. Do you not remember what I have spoken? For the vision awaits its appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will surely come and will not delay. These words from Habakkuk are not just ancient lines of text. They are my living promise to you today. My dear children, when you feel that I am silent, know that I am working in ways unseen. I am weaving together threads of grace, mercy, and provision that will one day reveal the beauty of my plan. Do not measure my faithfulness by the ticking of your clock, for I dwell outside of time, and what feels slow to you is perfect in my divine design. Remember how the farmer waits for the rains, trusting the seasons I have set in place. So also must you trust in the seasons of your life. I am growing something deep within you as you wait, patience, endurance, and a faith refined by fire. Do not lose heart when delays stretch your soul. Even my son walked the path of waiting. He waited in prayer, he waited in silence, and he entrusted his spirit into my hands at the cross, knowing I would bring resurrection at the perfect time. What I did for him, I will also do for you. My dear children, come to the waters of my presence. Let the rivers of living water flow into your thirsty soul. Do not cling to fear or doubt, for I hold you securely in the palm of my hand. Lift your eyes from the shadows of what has not yet happened, and fix your gaze upon me. I am your light in the darkness, your comfort in the silence, your anchor in the waiting. I remind you again, my delays are not denials. The very thing you wait for, I may be using to shape your heart, to strengthen your spirit, and to draw you deeper into my love. When you look back, you will see that every moment of waiting was a step closer to my perfect plan. Rest in this truth. Those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. I speak this to you not as a distant God, but as your Father who loves you beyond measure. I am here to renew you, to steady you, and to bless you as you wait. Imagine again the watchman on the wall. Though the night may be long, he does not abandon his post. He keeps watch with faith, knowing the dawn will not fail. So also, my dear children, remain steadfast. Keep your heart awake, your spirit hopeful, and your eyes lifted toward me. For the dawn of my answer will surely break forth. Even now I am nearer to you than the breath upon your lips. I am the warmth that steadies you, the peace that surrounds you, the hand that holds you. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not doubt, for I am faithful. My dear children, listen closely, for I know how wearisome the waiting can be. I see the heaviness that rests upon your shoulders when prayers seem to vanish into silence. I hear the unspoken cries of your heart. You wonder, has my Father forgotten me? But I tell you again, with love that cannot fail, I will never forget you. Just as a mother cannot forget the child she has carried, so I cannot forget you. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. The waiting you endure is not punishment. It is not neglect. It is the soil in which your faith takes root, the sacred ground where trust is born. Like the watchman who lingers through the longest hours of night, you too are called to watch with hope. For the watchman does not stand in vain. He knows the dawn must come, even if his eyes strain to see the horizon. So it is with you, my dear children. Though the night of unanswered prayer seems long, the dawn of my purpose is drawing near. You cannot yet see the first light, but it is already rising. Think of the seed hidden beneath the soil. To the human eye, it appears lifeless, buried, forgotten. But deep within the darkness of the earth, I am working. Roots are stretching downward. Strength is being formed in the hidden place, and in due season the green shoot will break forth. So also in your waiting, I am working in hidden places, preparing the fruit that will one day bless your life. My delays are not my denials. Do not confuse silence with absence. I am nearer to you in the waiting than you realize. I am whispering peace when fear tries to overwhelm you. I am guiding your steps even when you cannot see the path clearly. I am shaping you to carry the blessings I have prepared. My dear children, when you pray and do not yet receive, I ask you to remember, my wisdom is higher than yours. I see the span of eternity, while you see only a moment. I know what must be aligned, what must be healed, what must be protected before the answer is released. Trust my timing. I withhold nothing good from those who walk with me. If I delay, it is only because the time is not yet ripe. Look at the story of Abraham, who waited long years for the promise of a son. He stumbled at times, but my promise stood firm, and Isaac came at the appointed hour. Remember Joseph, who waited in prison, forgotten by men, but not by me. When the time was right, I lifted him into the place of destiny. Remember my people Israel, who waited through long centuries for the Messiah. In the fullness of time I sent my Son, not a moment too soon, not a moment too late. So also with you, my dear children. You live between promise and fulfillment, between prayer and answer. But the waiting is holy. It is the place where you learn to lean on me, not on your own understanding. It is the place where hope is tested and refined until it shines like pure gold. Do not let discouragement take root. When despair whispers that I have abandoned you, silence it with my word. Say within your heart, "The Lord is my portion, therefore I will wait for him." For blessed are those who wait in hope, for they will see my salvation. My dear children, let my spirit fill you with peace as you wait. Imagine the still waters of a quiet river, reflecting the light of the morning sun. That calm is the calm I offer your soul. Though the storm may rage around you, though the world may rush ahead, I invite you to rest in the assurance that I am in control. Even in your waiting, I am answering in ways unseen. Perhaps the answer you seek will not come in the form you expect. Perhaps my answer is deeper, greater, more eternal than your request. Trust that I give not just what you ask, but what will truly bless you. Lift your eyes now, my dear children, and see beyond the present delay. See the future I am preparing, the good I am bringing forth. Though you walk in shadows, my light is breaking through the clouds. Though you feel empty, I am filling you with living water. Though you feel weary, I am renewing your strength. Yes, my children, those who wait upon me will soar on wings like eagles. You will run and not grow weary. You will walk and not faint. The very waiting you dread is the womb of new strength. The silence you fear is the soil of deeper trust. The delay you endure is the doorway to joy you cannot yet imagine. So stand your watch upon the wall, lift your head, and keep your heart steady. The dawn is nearer than you think, and when the first light breaks, you will know that every moment of waiting was held safely in my hands. You will see that I was faithful, not only in the answer, but also in the waiting itself. My dear children, take courage now. Rest in me. Breathe in my peace. Release your timelines and surrender to mine. I am faithful. I am good. I am for you and not against you. You will not be put to shame for trusting in me. The watchman waits. The seed grows unseen. The dawn rises, though the night is long. So it is with your prayers. Trust that my appointed time is coming, and you will rejoice when it arrives. Until then, remain in my love, for my love is your shelter, your strength, and your everlasting hope. My dear children, lean closer to my heart, for I want to remind you again of my unshakable faithfulness. The waiting you carry may feel like a burden too heavy to bear, yet I am using it as a place of blessing. You look upon the pause and call it delay, but I look upon it and call it preparation. I am not simply preparing the answer for you, I am also preparing you for the answer. In your waiting, I strengthen what is weak. I purify what is divided. I heal what is broken. For if I were to give you the fullness of what you ask before the foundations of your heart were ready, the blessing might overwhelm rather than uplift. My delays are my mercy, and my mercy is always rooted in love. Consider, my dear children, the watchman who keeps his post through the cold and lonely hours of night. He could abandon the wall, saying the dawn is too long in coming. But if he did, he would miss the very moment he was placed there to witness. So it is with you. The calling I have placed in your life requires endurance. It requires faith that does not give up at the first sign of darkness. For I am the God who never sleeps nor slumbers, and I ask you to wait with me until the light breaks forth. Do you not see? The waiting is not empty time. It is sacred time, where I draw near to whisper truths into your spirit. In the silence, I refine your ears to hear my voice more clearly. In the stillness, I tune your heart to the rhythm of my peace. When the noise of your own striving is hushed, my spirit can sing into your soul the melody of eternal hope. My dear children, I know you long for swift answers. I see your tears, and I collect each one. I know the questions that stir restlessly within you. Why not now, Lord? Why so long, Lord? I do not rebuke you for asking. I welcome your honesty. Yet I remind you of this. A day with me is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years like a single day. My timing is perfect, for I see the end from the beginning. Trust me even when the hours seem unending. Let me show you the image of a tree planted by streams of water. Its roots go down deep, unseen by the world above. Storms may bend its branches, drought may press upon the earth, but because its roots are anchored, it does not wither. So also, as you wait, I am deepening your roots. I am anchoring you in my promises, so that when the answer comes, you will not only receive it, but also stand firm in it. Do not despise these seasons of waiting, for they are my gift to you. They are the place where intimacy with me is formed. Do not think that your prayers vanish unanswered. Every cry has reached my throne. Every whisper has been heard. Even before you spoke, I knew what was in your heart. And yet I call you to wait, so that you may know me more fully, not just as the God who gives, but as the God who is enough. My dear children, let this truth steady you. I am not only faithful to answer prayer, I am faithful to sustain you while you wait. The very breath you draw is my gift. The peace you feel in moments of surrender is my presence. The hope that rises in you unexpectedly is my spirit reminding you that you are never alone. Remember the prophet Habakkuk, who cried out in frustration when answers seemed delayed. I told him plainly, "The vision is for an appointed time. Though it linger, wait for it will surely come and will not delay." Those words were not only for him, they are for you. The promises I have spoken over your life are sealed with my faithfulness. They cannot be broken. My dear children, think of the sunrise. You cannot hurry it. You cannot command it to appear before its time. Yet, no matter how long the night seems, the morning always comes. And when it does, it floods the world with light that cannot be held back. So it is with my promises. You cannot hasten them by worry, nor delay them by fear. They come forth at my command, and when they do, they come in power, clothed in glory and rich in blessing. Do not let your hearts grow weary. Instead, let the waiting become worship. Let your silence become a sanctuary where you listen for my voice. Let your tears become prayers that rise before me as incense. Every sigh, every groan, every longing of your heart, I hold them tenderly. And I tell you again, I am faithful. My dear children, if you could see what I see, your heart would rest without fear. You would see the tapestry of your life being woven strand by strand, What looks to you like knots and tangles is, in my hand, a masterpiece of grace. When the day comes that I reveal the fullness, you will lift your voice in praise and say, "Father, you knew best all along." Therefore, walk forward with hope. Wait with the patience of a watchman who knows the dawn cannot fail. Stand firm upon the wall of faith, keeping your eyes lifted to me. I am faithful yesterday, today, and forever. I do not change. My love for you does not waver. My promises do not expire. My plan does not falter. Yes, my dear children, even now, in this very moment of waiting, I am blessing you. I am shaping you. I am holding you close. Take heart, for the waiting will not last forever. The answer is coming at the appointed time, and it will be more beautiful than you imagined. My dear children, let your hearts rest in this truth. I am the Lord who keeps covenant to 1,000 generations. My faithfulness does not falter. It does not waver with the passing of days or the silence of nights. Even when you cannot trace my hand, you can trust my heart. For my heart toward you is steadfast love. You grow weary because you measure time by your watches and calendars, but I measure it by eternity. You grow restless because you see only the middle of the story, but I see the end from the beginning. You grow fearful because you do not know how or when the answer will come. But I know the exact moment when the dawn will break, and I have already prepared the sunrise. My dear children, waiting is not the absence of my work, it is the unfolding of it. Think of a sculptor shaping stone. To the untrained eye, the pounding of the hammer may seem violent, the chiseling unnecessary. But to the artist, every strike is precise, every cut intentional. Until the beauty emerges, the onlooker cannot understand. So it is with your waiting. The chiseling of time feels painful, but I am shaping something beautiful both in you and for you. I do not delay because I am indifferent. I delay because I love you too deeply to give you less than my best. If you receive too soon, you may stumble. If you receive too late, your heart may faint. Therefore, I hold the answer until the moment it will bless you most, and when it comes, you will marvel at how perfect my timing truly was. My dear children, learn from the rhythm of creation. The earth spins faithfully through night and day. The seasons arrive and pass in their order. The tide rises and falls without fail. So also, my purposes move in harmony with my perfect design. Nothing is random, nothing is wasted. Even your waiting is woven into the pattern of my glory. I invite you to step into the quietness of trust. Let your anxious thoughts be stilled. Rest your head upon my chest, as John rested upon my Son at the Last Supper, hearing the heartbeat of eternal love. In that posture of trust, you will find peace that surpasses understanding. The world may rush, but you will rest. Others may panic, but you will praise, for you know that your Father is faithful, and His timing cannot fail. My dear children, I remind you again of the watchman on the wall. He does not control the sunrise, but he does control his posture. He remains vigilant, his eyes fixed on the horizon. He does not abandon his station, for he knows the dawn is certain. So also, you must hold your station of faith. Do not abandon prayer. Do not forsake hope. Stand in readiness, for the light is nearer than you think. The night may seem long, but I am teaching you resilience. Each moment of waiting is a training ground, equipping you with strength that will endure long after the answer has come. For the gift I give you is not just the fulfillment of your request, but the deepened faith that will carry you through future trials. My dear children, think of the disciples waiting in the upper room. They did not know when the promised Spirit would descend. They only knew I had told them to wait. Days passed and their hearts wrestled with uncertainty. But at the appointed time the heavens opened and the Spirit was poured out in power. What seemed like delay was actually preparation for an outpouring beyond imagination. So it is with you. What seems like unanswered prayer is preparation for greater blessing. Do not despise small beginnings. Do not overlook the quiet answers that rise day by day. Sometimes my faithfulness is revealed not in dramatic deliverance, but in daily sustenance. The manna that fell in the wilderness came one morning at a time, teaching my people to trust me afresh each day. In the same way, I provide for you in ways you may overlook strength to rise, grace to endure, peace to carry you one step further. My dear children, I see your hidden faithfulness in the waiting. I see when you lift weary hands in worship. I see when you whisper prayers though your heart feels faint. I see when you cling to hope against all odds. Not one act of faith escapes my notice. Not one tear falls without my care. I will reward your perseverance with joy that will overflow. Take courage, for the harvest will come. The seed does not remain buried forever. The night does not silence the dawn. The promise does not wither before it blooms. In due season you will reap if you do not lose heart. Trust this, for I am faithful to every word I have spoken. My dear children, even now I am surrounding you with my presence. I am filling your room, your heart, your very breath with my Spirit. I am the warmth that soothes your anxious mind, the light that pierces your fear, the still small voice that says, "Peace, be still." Lift your eyes and see beyond your moment. Picture the day when your waiting will turn to rejoicing. Picture the moment when what you have longed for will stand before you, clothed in my glory, shining with my goodness. On that day, you will say, "It was worth the wait." Until then, remain steadfast. Stand watch with hope. Let patience have its perfect work. Let your soul anchor in my promises. For I am the Lord your God, and I do not fail. My dear children, let this truth be written upon your hearts. My delays are not denials. They are doorways to deeper trust. They are pathways to greater blessing. They are reminders that my ways are higher, my thoughts are wiser, and my timing is perfect. My dear children, you must understand that waiting is not wasted. Every moment you remain steadfast in faith is precious to me. Your prayers, your sighs, your tears, your longings, they all rise before me like incense, filling my throne room with the fragrance of trust. Even when your voice is faint, I bend low to hear it. Even when your strength feels gone, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Do not be afraid of the silence. Do not interpret my quietness as indifference. The silence of waiting is the canvas on which I paint my greatest works. The stillness is the womb of miracles. What you perceive as emptiness is the space I use to birth something new. My hand is not slow, my ear is not closed, and my heart is not far from you. I am nearer than the whisper of your thoughts. My dear children, waiting is one of the greatest demonstrations of trust When you wait, you are saying to me, Father, I believe you even when I do not yet see. This pleases my heart more than you know. For anyone can praise when the answer comes quickly, but it is the faithful soul who continues in praise when the heavens seem silent. This is worship in its purest form. Think of Hannah, who wept year after year for a child. She poured out her heart before me in anguish, and though I seemed silent for a time, I was preparing Samuel, a prophet who would anoint kings and turn a nation back to me. My delay was not denial. It was preparation for something greater than she imagined. So it is with you, my dear children. What you think is unanswered prayer may, in truth, be the preparation for an answer that will ripple across generations. Do not measure my work by what you see in the moment. Trust that I am doing more than you can fathom. My delays are not my absence, they are my strategy. I align people, places, and times so that when the answer arrives, it comes in fullness, not fragments. What seems like slowness to you is, in truth, the careful orchestration of divine timing. Just as a symphony must wait for the right moment for each instrument to join, so I wait for every part of my plan to align perfectly before unveiling it. My dear children, remember that I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. My promises never fail. To Abraham I gave a son, though his body was as good as dead. To Israel I brought deliverance, though Pharaoh's army pressed hard against them. To the early church I sent my Spirit, though they had waited with uncertainty in the upper room. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. If I was faithful then, I am faithful now. Look to the night sky. See the countless stars spread out before you. I set each one in place, calling them by name. Not one has fallen from its appointed place. If I sustain the stars in their courses, will I not also sustain you in your waiting? If I am faithful to the heavens, will I not be faithful to my beloved children? My dear children, do not compare your waiting with another's. Each story is unique. Each journey is personal. What I give to one at a certain time, I may withhold from another until a different season. Do not let envy cloud your trust. What I have for you is yours alone, crafted for your good and for my glory. The waiting is tailored to your life, to the lessons I am teaching you, and to the blessings I am preparing. Do not rush out ahead of me, for when you grasp too soon, you miss the beauty of what could have been. Saul grew impatient waiting for Samuel, and in his haste he lost the kingdom. Learn from his mistake. Patience is not weakness. It is wisdom clothed in humility. To wait is to declare that I am God and you are not. To wait is to yield control into my loving hands. My dear children, there is treasure hidden in this season. The treasure of deeper intimacy with me. The treasure of trust that does not waver. The treasure of character formed in the fire of patience. Do not despise this treasure, for it is worth more than silver and gold. When the answer comes, you will hold both the blessing and the treasure of who you have become in the waiting. Lift up your heads, beloved ones. Do not let despair bow you down. Look to the horizon of hope. The dawn is nearer than you think. Even now the sky is beginning to pale with the promise of morning. Though you cannot yet see the sun, its rising is unstoppable. So too is the fulfillment of my word. Hear my promise once more. Though it linger, wait for it. It will surely come and will not delay. Write this truth upon your heart. Carry it with you in the stillness of the night and the noise of the day. Let it be your song when fear presses in, and your anchor when doubts whisper. My dear children, I am not only the God of answers, I am the God of the waiting. I am not only the Lord of the dawn, I am also the Lord of the night watch. I am with you in both. Therefore, take courage. The waiting is holy, the silence is sacred, and the answer is certain. Soon you will see my hand move. Soon you will rejoice and say, "Surely the Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes." Until that day, remain in my presence. Rest in my arms, trust in my timing, for I am faithful, and I will never fail you. My dear children, linger with me a little longer, for I long to pour peace into your heart. You have walked with me through the weight of waiting, through the silence of unanswered prayers, and through the questions that rise in the night. Now let me bless you with the fullness of my presence. Rest in these words as you would rest in the embrace of a Father who will never let you go. You have heard that the dawn will surely come, but until then, I want you to feel the warmth of my love shining even in the night. Imagine the clouds parting after a long storm, the first shafts of sunlight breaking through, painting the earth with golden hope. That is what I give you now, the assurance that light always overcomes darkness, and my promises always overcome despair. My dear children, you are never alone. When you feel as though the path is hidden, know that I walk beside you. When you feel weary, know that I carry you. When you feel faint, I breathe new strength into your spirit. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Receive these words into your heart, and let them anchor you like roots by living water. I am your safe place, your fortress, your shelter in the storm. Come under the shadow of my wings, and let my love cover you. Just as a river flows steadily, nourishing the land around it, my spirit flows within you, refreshing your soul with streams that never run dry. Drink deeply, for these waters are life, peace, and joy for your journey. My dear children, I bless you with calm where there has been anxiety. I bless you with clarity where confusion has clouded your thoughts. I bless you with hope that outshines despair, with courage that rises above fear, and with faith that holds you steady when the winds of doubt blow strong. You are my beloved, chosen, and cherished. You are like precious gems set in a crown, radiant with my glory. I take delight in you. Even when you stumble, my hand lifts you. Even when you falter, my grace restores you. Nothing you face can separate you from my love, for my love is stronger than death and greater than the grave. My dear children, open your heart to my blessing. Let it settle upon you like morning dew upon the grass. Let it cover you like sunlight warming your face. Let it surround you like the gentle embrace of a father whose love never ends. I bless your home, that it may be filled with my presence. I bless your mind, that it may rest in my peace. I bless your heart, that it may overflow with hope unshaken. Even as you leave this time together, know that I go with you. Wherever you walk, my Spirit accompanies you. Wherever you rest, my presence surrounds you. Wherever you rise, my hand strengthens you. You are never abandoned, never forsaken, always held in the everlasting arms. Remember again, my dear children, the waiting will not last forever. You will see my faithfulness. You will taste and see that the Lord is good. The clouds will part, the dawn will break, the song of joy will rise from your lips. Until then, abide in me. Let my word dwell richly in your heart. Let my promises be the song you sing in the night. I bless you with patience that does not grow weary. I bless you with eyes to see glimpses of my goodness, even in the small things of each day. I bless you with a heart that trusts when understanding is absent. I bless you with joy that bubbles up even in the midst of waiting. My dear children, lift your eyes and see me smiling upon you. You are my delight. You are my inheritance. You are the ones for whom I gave everything. Do not doubt my heart toward you. If I did not spare my own son, but gave him freely for you, will I not also with him graciously give you all things? You are safe in me. Rest in this truth as a child rests in the arms of a loving Father. Rest in this truth as the earth rests under the quiet of the stars. Rest in this truth as the sea rests when the storm has passed. I am your peace, and I am your promise. As you prepare to step back into the flow of your day, carry this blessing with you. May my peace guard your mind. May my joy strengthen your spirit. May my love surround you on every side. May you walk with courage, knowing that your Father's hand is steady and his heart is faithful. My dear children, I have spoken to your heart. Hold these words close, treasure them, and let them bear fruit in your life. And now, I gently ask you to help spread my message. If these words have touched you, share them so others may be comforted. Leave your reflections as a testimony of my faithfulness. Subscribe to remain close to the flow of my voice through this place so that you may be continually refreshed in my presence. Do this not out of obligation, but out of love, love for me, and for those who still long to hear that they are not forgotten.